Have you ever felt stuck in a rut that seems to be going nowhere? As if, no matter how much you want, happiness and fulfillment are slipping away from you? If so, know that you are not alone, and that the key to change may be simpler than you think. In this video, I will share a profound story, full of reflections and wisdom, that will transform the way you see your life, your home, and your own power to create true wealth. Get ready to embark on a journey that goes beyond the obvious, where love, desire and true happiness intertwine in powerful lessons. You will understand why material wealth alone does not fill the void we all feel. And, most importantly, you will discover how to awaken the wizard, or rather, the wise man, that exists within you, capable of building an authentic path to transformation. If you want to be part of a community that seeks personal and spiritual growth, take the opportunity to like, subscribe and activate notifications. Because the first step to changing your life starts here, now, with a simple decision, understanding what really matters. Since young, Amani looked out the window and dreamed of a different life. I wanted more than a crooked bed, peeling walls, and overdue bills. I woke up with a tightness in my chest and a question hammering away: why do other people's lives seem so much better than mine? And so the desire of a radical change. Deep down, he believed that the happiness it was a ready-made package, a magazine-worthy house, expensive clothes, laughter at fancy dinners. Every time he saw someone succeeding in life, he felt like he had lost something along the way. Comparisons became routine and, little by little, he lost the sparkle in his eyes, and the love for himself. This man blamed the past for everything, for impulsive decisions, for missed opportunities, for his parents' mistakes. As if his history were an impossible burden to overcome. But the truth is that, while he sought answers in the past, the present slipped through his fingers, and wisdom that needed to change was yet to come. One ordinary afternoon, while he was walking absent-mindedly down a narrow alley, the man felt a strange chill, as if someone was watching him. Stopped. In front of him appeared a figure wrapped in an ancient cloak, with eyes that seemed to see through the soul. "I heard your thoughts," said the stranger. "And I can help you." It seemed like something out of a dream, or one of those books that mix wisdom old with fantasy. The man hesitated. Wizard? Help? Without asking for anything in return. It was too suspicious, but desire he shouted louder than reason. He decided to take a chance. With his eyes full of hope and his heart racing, he made his requests. He wanted a luxurious house, a beautiful and skilled wife, and rivers of money. He wanted everything he had always believed to be synonymous with happiness and wealth. The wizard just nodded with an enigmatic smile, as if he already knew the end of the story. He didn't explain how or when. He just turned and disappeared into the shadow of the alley, leaving the man there, confused, but excited. For the first time, I felt something big was coming. And little could I imagine that that meeting was not just with a wizard, but with a great reflection about to reveal itself. The next morning, the man woke up surrounded by luxury and comfort. That huge house, full of light and details that he had only seen in magazines, was now his home. An impeccable wife prepared breakfast, with a smile that seemed to come out of his most secret dreams. Everything seemed like a fairy tale, and he finally felt that the long-awaited happiness was within his reach. His bank accounts showed numbers he never imagined seeing. Money flowed like an endless river, allowing him to buy expensive watches, luxury cars, and go to the best restaurants. Each wish materialized seemed to confirm that the path to wealth and success was mapped out, and doubt gave way to enthusiasm. But despite all this abundance, something inside him still sought a greater meaning. After all, what good is it to have everything if your heart is not truly at peace? That moment seemed like an invitation to reflect on the true meaning of what he had achieved, an essential step towards the wisdom that would come next. As the months passed, the glow of the new life began to fade. The man, previously enchanted, realized that the promised happiness did not come with material goods. The luxurious house became just an empty shell, and the perfect wife seemed distant, more of a figure than a real companion. That life full of wealth did not fill the emptiness I felt in my chest. The feeling of loneliness and disconnection grew with each passing day. He found himself surrounded by things, but the essentials were missing: true love, a home beyond the walls, and expensive furniture. The reflection on what really matters began to grow, a seed of wisdom that bothered him and awakened a desire to seek something deeper. What he achieved did not bring peace or genuine joy. Man began to understand that happiness cannot be bought, inherited, or received as a gift. It is built within each person with purpose, love, and wisdom. But he still needed to discover the right path to this true fulfillment. Feeling the weight of dissatisfaction, the man returned to the alley where it all began, hoping to find the wizard again and understand what had gone wrong. When he found him, he did not hesitate. He confessed the deep sadness he felt, even with everything he had ever dreamed of. The wizard looked him in the eyes and spoke with a wise calm that only those who know true wisdom may have. "You asked for a house, but not a home. You asked for a wife, but not love and companionship. You asked for money, but not freedom, joy, or purpose." Each word was a mirror to the man, who felt his heart awaken to something greater. The magician explained that these treasures cannot be given as a gift, they must be earned, day after day, with dedication and true reflection. This revelation was a shock, but also a light at the end of the tunnel. The man understood that the true path to happiness requires internal effort and that the power to change his life was in his own hands. The magician, with his mysterious way, showed that the secret was not in the magician, but in awakening one's own self. Wise that exists within it. When the wizard disappeared forever, everything that had been granted also vanished like smoke in the wind. The mansion, the money, and the perfect wife disappeared, leaving the man back before his initial simplicity. But, unlike before, he smiled. A peaceful smile, the result of the new wisdom that was beginning to blossom within him. He understood that true happiness does not lie in objects or appearances, but in the journey of building a life with meaning. Without the illusion of material goods, his soul felt lighter and his heart beat with a new desire, to transform the ordinary into something extraordinary, to create allure where love and purpose were real. This return to reality was a new beginning, an invitation to live with authenticity and courage. No shortcuts, no magic, just the strength of reflection, love and persistence, the true pillars that support any search for true happiness and inner wealth. Over time, man began to build a real life, made up of small achievements and a lot of dedication. I still lived in the same simple house, but now it was a real home, full of laughter, learning, and genuine love. He realized that true wealth lay in caring for the people around him, especially the woman who truly loved him. Together, they faced challenges and celebrated victories, always supporting each other. They had a son, and the man discovered a greater purpose in the role of father and companion. This simple and authentic life brought more happiness than any fortune or luxury could offer, because there was wisdom, love, and a true meaning. Each day, the man reflected on his past and understood that the incessant pursuit of material goods was just a distraction. He now knew that the secret to life lies in cultivating deep relationships, living with purpose, and valuing what really matters, the true love from the heart. There is no magic shortcut to true happiness, it cannot be bought or easily achieved. As much as man has desired wealth and the life of his dreams, he has learned that all of this is fleeting, an illusion that only feeds emptiness. Wisdom. What he gained is that what really matters is beyond what the eyes can see. Material possessions are like sand in your hand, the more you try to hold on to them, the more they slip away. Lasting happiness comes from within, from cultivating genuine love, clear purpose, and constant reflection on what we give and receive in the home of our soul. It is in this inner space that true wealth manifests itself. Therefore, the great lesson is clear: focus on building a solid path, based on love, wisdom and meaning. Only then can life flourish fully, and happiness cease to be a distant desire and become part of our daily existence. Blessed is the man who finds wisdom, and the man who gains knowledge. For it is more profitable than silver, and yields better returns than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all that you desire cannot compare with her. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13 to 15. Now that you have learned this story and the lessons it teaches, here is an important invitation: how can you apply these teachings in your daily life? What choices will you make to build a true home, where love and wisdom are more valuable than any material wealth? Reflect on what really matters to you and take the first steps towards this transformation. Remember, change begins within you, with the awakening of a genuine desire to grow and be happy. Don't wait for external miracles, seek the strength that exists within you, like a true wise man who knows that the path is built with patience and purpose. And, of course, count on our community to support you on this journey. If you liked this content, subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and stay tuned for more videos that will help you grow spiritually and transform your life. Let's go together on this journey towards true happiness and inner wealth.